welcome to another sports program. I'm your host, Mohamed Lamin Drame. In the studio today, I have two gentlemen from a group who are calling for the resignation of the current leadership at the Gambia Football Federation. Of course, they're in the studio for us to talk about why they believe you and I should be convinced that the current leadership at the Gambia Football Federation should resign. They're here. First, what I will do, gentlemen, you tell us who you are and what is your position in the group, hashtag GFF MUST GO. Let me start with you on my right, your name and then, yes, your position in the group.
Well, thank you very much, Emil, and thank you very much for the wonderful listeners. And we are grateful to be here on the Fatu Network on the sports exclusive interview. My name is Babukar Kurbali, a member of the GFF MUST GO, representing the team as far as the media communications is concerned.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Kurbali. Sir?
Yeah, greetings to all staff of Fatu Network for inviting us here. So my name is Mohamed Lamin Jai from Kanifing South. I'm a member of the GFF MUST GO.
Okay. Then you are my namesake, Mohamed Lamin Jai, and I am Mohamed Lamin Drame. Like I said in the intro, we will discuss, of course, why you are calling for the resignation of the current leadership at the Gambia Football Federation. Mr. Kurubali, why do you think Lamin Kababajo, who has been elected by primary stakeholders to steer the affairs of our football, should resign?
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Dame. I think it's always a pleasure to talk about, resignation of Mr. Kababajo and his cabal. I think it's for far too long that the people of this country talks about the embezzlement of funds and the mismanagement of funds in as much as the GFF is concerned. So for the fact that we have been hearing that the GFF must go, individuals are not stakeholders, that is misleading. In as much as government is putting taxpayers' money into the national team, each and every Gambia has a say on how our football unfolds. And besides, we talk about the Gambia Football Federation. We did not say Kababajo Football Federation. The moment you use Gambia, who are the Gambians? We are the Gambians. So therefore we are stakeholders in as much as talking about this crusade is concerned. So the reasons that you ask about why we believe the resignation should happen, many people will sit and say, okay, possibly Gambia has a poor AFCON, poor preparation, that is why these youths are angry. The youths have been angry for far too long. You understand? The hashtag is trending that the youths are happy, but that could be possibly on another side. In as much as football is concerned, the youths are angry, they are not happy. And one of them is like the field projects that we have just saw. These field projects are monies that FIFA brought to make sure our fields are okay.
So this is the foremost reason why you believe?
One of the reasons. That is just one of the reasons.
Failed field projects.
Failed field projects, mismanagement of funds, monies meant for football were not spent on football.
But this is a strong allegation.
They have a legal team. Let them take us to court if we are not right. I, for one, have not started this protest now. If you go to my Facebook page, each and every day, I write something about the Gambia Football Federation. So if they were not true, they have a legal team, and I believe. And it must be, because in the Constitution, any good institution must have a legal team that are versed in law. And if you are bringing allegations such as not thousands, not hundreds, you are talking about millions of dollars, they could have simply take you to court and you will take responsibility. But they knew they cannot take anybody to court because this is before us. Mr. Dame, as I speak to you, I am part of the GFF MUST GO crew, but I understand things that unfold as far as football is concerned. I am the director of communication for Serekunda Sports Committee. I am not here on their behalf. I will not talk about that. But I am saying I am into the system. I know what is going into the system. So they cannot fool me. For the field projects, we all know it is a failure. So you live in Birkama. I can put it to you that in Birkama, they will tell you they have spent millions of dollars. But do you know clearly that in Birkama there is no public toilet for the fans that will watch football in Birkama?
But do you know the amount of money that GFF pump in to renovate or remodel the Birkama mini stadium?
Well, the figures, if you say it, people get flattered because the figures are not showing in front of your eyes.
How much did they say they spent on the Brikama Ministry?
Well, the Brikama Ministry, that is why you saw me with files.
Okay.
In as much as we are dealing with this, we will come out with figures in no time soon. Okay. And then we will tell you in each and every mini stadium how much the GFF claim to spend. That is not, we are not even sure. They claim that this is what they spend. But the field projects, the entire money that was spent was out on the FIFA website, and each and every Gambian picked it up. It is only in the Gambia that GFF is saying FIFA made a mistake. You go to Guinea-Bissau, the same column that FIFA used to put Gambia, you have their number of fields, and they did not go beyond 5.
So on the FIFA website, what FIFA reported is that they've built or funded 14 pitches in the Gambia.
Yes.
And what the GS, the General Secretary of the Gambia Football Federation, Lamin Jassi, said, instead of 14 pitches, it was 14 interventions. That is what he said.
Well, that is a bogus press conference. The people that watch the press conference will know that that doesn't hold water. Okay. Because me, you, and any other person could go to school and understand simple English, and these are simple terms.
But the money spent,
intervene.
But the money spent on the field, I think, is only 4 million.
On that field?
Yes.
On the entire project?
Yes.
Yes, we will come to that. I'll give you the figures. But what I am telling you, even if they spend $1 million, what we are trying to say, they claim that they brought a project. Okay. That project, they said, FIFA said they intervened. That is what they said. And when Lami Jazi was speaking, I quote, he said, before he come to the press conference, he spoke to FIFA.
I remember that.
FIFA are not just like a mere, body that you just call and discuss things and they are binding. It doesn't work that way. I would have agreed with the GFF if they could have come and tell us, we go to FIFA and we ask them to clarify because our people are complaining. And we have all right to complain. 14 pitches. We ask them to name the pitches. They can never. Even if we count the pitches that government is building compared to the GFF, you add both of them, you will never have 14. Okay, now the pitches that they have worked, let's start.
Yeah, let's
Serekunda East.
Okay. So what is the problem at the Serekunda East?
For Serekunda East,
is that a failed project?
Thanks to the sports committee, that is why football is played there. Okay. GFF spent millions of dollars, the field was not good. Okay. The sport committee spent 400,000. 400,000.
Okay.
And it's playable.
Field.
In just the pitch.
Okay, just the pitch.
What happened to Serekunda East, where I am from, the GFF gave the contract to Bios Construction. Okay. You understand? And the consultant was Master Plan. Okay. You understand? They gave the pitch to this guy, and Ibufai came to that ground and recommended a particular grass.
Ibufai is the second vice president.
Ibufai is the second vice president. He was the one who recommended the contractor to go and buy grass
for the pitch.
In Senegal. Okay. You know what happened? The contractor went and bought those grasses. He came and started, putting it onto that pitch. You will never see one of them. Okay. You will never see those guys that he claimed. And he was the one who recommended it. You know what we last did at Serekunda is? They gave us a bad pitch whereby if you play, it seems a very defeatable domada that is placed on your table. It is not playable by then when the GFF made it. Anytime there is heavy water, we have to stop games. I am the communication director. All communication passed through me. I know what I am saying. But we removed.
Your executive members voted in the last election.
No, the GFF zones don't vote in the last elections. That is clear. It was there prior and it was removed. So zones don't vote. But zones, we all know, are key stakeholders in as much as football is concerned. Yes. If GFF want to play in Serekunda East and Serekunda East has a program, Serekunda East can stop GFF from playing. They don't own Serekunda East.
The only field that the GFF owns, I think it might be maybe Jara Soma.
Possibly.
Yeah, possibly Jara Soma. So that is one thing. You talk about the failed field projects.
Yes. For the field we don't want to talk about because Ibufai, I am on record, said clearly the field projects are failures. And he is the second vice president.
Ibufai said
during the elections, when they were going to, studios, he himself said it.
Do you know where he said this?
Well, we cannot recall where he said it, but if it doesn't happen,
you said
let them sue.
The second vice president of the Gambia Football Federation said these field projects are
failure. I am saying that on the public domain.
So you talk about failed field projects. This is Serekunda East Mini Stadium.
Yes.
We have Gunjur Mini Stadium. We have Brikama. We have Manjai, and we field again. We have a list already.
Yeah, we will provide you with a list. For the field projects, let's count Serekunda East. Okay. Serekunda, West, we cannot count it because when they wanted to work on West, we have this thing. We have infrastructure development program
from the KMC.
Yeah, this is Banjul, Serekunda East, Birkama, and Manjai. These were the first projects. Then you have Birkama. You understand? So for the infrastructure, they only dealt with Banjul, Birkama, Serekunda East. You understand? This was where they dealt with. For the lighting system, West was part of the lighting system. West, East, Birkama, and Banjul. To show you that this is a total failure, lights cannot play evening games.
In which of in all these many stadiums?
Tell me where. It is only in Banjul that they are playing night games. But is it befitting to go to Banjul? I've played in Banjul.
So it is not
when
befitting.
We played against their committee. It is not befitting to play night games in Banjul. Why are they not playing their leagues in in night during the night time?
No, so for
the field, it's a total failure of the GFF. And that is one of the reasons, because we all know that the country that we live is lack of infrastructure. And without infrastructure, you cannot play football. So if GFF, nobody forced them. They went to FIFA and told FIFA, we don't have pitches. You know, we all know. So it is the responsibility of government to build in stadiums. It is the responsibility of the municipalities to build parks. We know that. But the moment they went and collect funds for that, they should do that.
But the federation said they never built any stadium. All what they have been doing is to renovate and remodel many stadiums.
But who said it? It is FIFA, and they are stakeholders in FIFA. Let them write to FIFA and tell FIFA that is not correct. Remove it. In as much as we are seeing that on the FIFA website, we are going to continue saying they said they built, and that is not our words. They are the words of FIFA.
But Lamin Jassy said FIFA made a mistake. He called them. Or you don't still trust what Lamin Jassy said?
Well, you know, if FIFA was giving government the right to intervene in football, the moment he mentioned that the IGP could have effect and arrest on him, that is the reality. That shows you how incompetent a general secretary of a federation is to tell me that I have just spoke to FIFA. You saw something that the entire Gambia is talking about. Write to FIFA and tell them, look, there is a mistake that you have done on your website. Put it down because our people are complaining. But let me tell you, this is not a mistake. This is what GFF reported to FIFA. FIFA cannot just jump and write. I can tell you, vividly tell you. But go back to the FIFA website.
They have auditors who came here and audited whatever project that they...
Yes, they came. When FIFA came, they are going to find out that this is the Gambia Football Federation financial statement and reports for the year ended 31st December 2022. Foresight, Chartered Certified and Management Accountants, 50 Gaba Jahomba Road, back out the Gambia. Those were the ones that made this audit. FIFA will come and met this thing was already passed to the primary stakeholders, adopted and approved. They will just come and pick it up and look at it. But we the Gambian people knew the figures here are not reflecting. Okay, now if I should come here and tell you I bought this bread for $5,000.
But this document was approved
by the primary
stakeholders.
Yes.
So if you're coming here and telling me what is here, it is not that is not what is on the ground.
Yes.
Then what are you telling me?
Yes, what I am telling you is, do you know that the GFF have sketched anybody that is affiliated to them in their constitution? It says, if you are a member or a stakeholder, a primary stakeholder of the GFF, you have to be always in the interest of the GFF. It means you cannot even go for an interview where you are going to discredit the GFF.
So that is in their constitution?
It is in their constitution. Go and look at it. I am telling you words that are within their constitution. That shows you they don't want anybody to go out and grant an interview and talk about something that is not in the interest. You know, as I speak, I am exposing them. This is not to their interest. So if I was a member, possibly I am going to face sanction. If they don't sanction me directly, do you know what they are going to do? Anytime there is travel, they are going to kick me out. I am not going to be part of the travel. So Gaba is using a mechanism into the GFF which everybody is seeing with your eye. If you side with him, when there are travels, you are going. If you don't side with him, you are going to be kicked out of
evidence of all this.
These are clear evidences.
Okay, let's name it. Give me 3 evidences.
The evidences are clear.
Okay, just give me 3 evidences because many people are watching, and then you may want to convince them that what you are saying is.
I will give you a clear example.
Okay.
You go to Talinding United.
Okay.
Chora Menga was a member of Talinding United. Okay. When he was vying for the position of second vice president, he was with Sadibu Kamaso. You are aware of that?
Yes.
When Sadibu was going against Kaba.
Menga is, I think she is still the head coach of the Red Scorpions.
Yes, of Red Scorpions, but she vied for the position of second vice.
Okay.
I can vividly tell you for today, Talinding United had in their means, we cannot call names, had in their means mad coordinators. Okay. Mad coordinators, they were before the election.
Okay.
They knew clearly that Kalining United, we are not supporting them because this is clear. Whoever support Kaba, you will nominate Kaba, isn't it? Before election, teams nominate.
Yes, but not all that voted for Team Kaba nominated Kaba.
Okay, but I am coming. The moment you nominate me, you want me to, I will vividly say your vote is for me. Because nomination is forced. If you are not nominated by teams, you cannot vie for election. Am I right?
Now let's talk about the origins. You talk about the failed field projects.
Yes.
And then you talk about embezzlement of funds.
Yes.
And then you also said monies meant
for football are not spent on football.
Are not spent on football. So just give us examples of this. But I think this is also a very grave allegation.
Yes.
That monies meant for football
are not spent
on football.
Yes. When we said money spent for football are not meant for football, is if you said you have spent millions of dollars on a particular project, and I come and on the report, books that are presented, I saw that, okay, these monies were spent and this is how they are spent. I go to the ground, I did not meet that standard. It means you did not put that money into that project.
So where do you think the monies are?
It is in their pockets.
It is in their pockets.
Absolutely.
So other reasons why you want...
The other reason,
yes,
for far too long, we have been saying this. Female football is one of the things that FIFA has prioritized. They are pumping more money in female football than male football. That is clear evidence.
And you think the
GFF
is diverting the money?
GFF neglected women football in this country. Women football is taken to zero. I can vividly tell you, as we speak, you can see on the streets, GFF 1, GFF 2, GFF 3. With their vehicles. If you don't see them, the people are seeing it. You will see these official vehicles. There is no official vehicle for women football to run their errands. That shows you how bogus they are. That shows you how, selfish they are.
But they have a women football coordinator.
Having a woman, who is the current football coordinator? The last women football coordinator that I knew was Seni Siso, who is now in America.
But she has an assistant.
Who? Veronique Malak is now not with the GFF. Veronique Malak is under WAFU or CAF.
So that position is vacant now?
Absolutely. For me, to my knowledge, it is vacant. You told me too. And I've all tell you, Seni Siso was a football coordinator.
I know Seni
she is in America.
I know Seni House.
Veronique Malak went for studies, came back. She is no longer with the GFF as far as that position is concerned. But now, why is women football not having an official vehicle? You will never see women football their official vehicle.
But the men football, do they have an official vehicle?
Of course.
What is the official vehicle?
I named the official vehicles. Are they the official vehicles and they are running for the men?
No, but I am not so that is going to be a very good justification.
It is more than a justification.
No, but there is no specific vehicle at the federation that is meant for men football.
Okay, now let me put it this way.
No, the GFF
now let me put it this way.
GFF 2 or the 3 that you named.
Okay, now let me put it this way. The president for the women's football is a president. Is a president. Do you agree with me? Women Football Association. You know the Women Football is an association. They have their own.
I know they have the association.
Thank you. They have a president that is responsible for women football.
That is the 4th vice president.
That's the 4th vice.
Yes.
Okay. Would it be correct in a normal institution where you have a director having a vehicle and a president not having a vehicle? Will that be correct?
But the directors are staff. These are technocrats. These are employed to execute or implement the policies of the federation.
But is Bakari Jammeh a staff of the GFF?
Bakari Jammeh is not a staff.
He has a vehicle. GFF.
But Bakari Jammeh is the 1st vice president of the Gambia Football Federation.
Senabu Cham is the president of the women's football. He should have a vehicle.
Well, maybe the GFF they are watching. So if
they have not done justice to them. That is the reality.
So that is another issue why you want the federation.
Yes, they did not. The respect that they should give for women football is not there. That is one of the reasons. We said about the field projects, they have totally failed. We have come. Let's come back to national team issues. For the national team, anytime you touch it, the GFF will tell you it is government, isn't it? For the national team.
But the national team is for the government.
It's for the government.
They have a role to play.
It's for the government. We agree. We know that. Even the layman will tell you, the moment you say national team, who is national? You are talking about government. That is simple knowledge. The GFF take ownership of the national team for far too long. Just about 3 days ago, Kaba Bajo said on the branch, and I quote, he said the GFF have been paying for the national team coach for all these years.
But this is the reality.
This is the reality.
Yes.
That shows you that they take ownership of the national team.
No.
If it could have been correct for me as the president of the Gambia Football Federation to go for a particular competition and come and say, government, this is my budget. My budget is 20 million to go to AFCON. It is the responsibility of government to make sure 20 million is there for the national team. That is their responsibility.
So how about if the government, fail in their responsibility?
I withdraw not to go to AFCON. Then the blame goes to government. Rather than taking the FIFA forward money and put it in AFCON, it is not back. The projects fail. We blame the GFF. Do you agree or disagree?
Do you know?
Yes.
In order for the federation to have funds from FIFA or CAF, they must participate in their competition. So if they are not participating, where will they get the fund?
So will they use money meant for projects for national team?
Now we can have a common agreement here.
Yes.
The national team is meant for the government.
We have already exhausted that.
That is it. So if the government fail in their responsibility to pay the services of the head coach of the national team, if the GFF chip in, do you think that should be a problem?
It should be a problem.
Why should it be?
Because the GFF are not having...
The coach should be paid.
No, okay, I am not denying that.
Okay.
Who should pay the coach?
We all agree that the government should pay the coach.
Government are going on errands that have no issues, that have no benefit for the government.
So will you blame the federation?
I am blaming the federation for their incompetence. They could have pushed government and government will pay. When the players said they are not going to AFCON, who paid? Who paid?
Do you know who paid?
Do you know who paid?
No, but
it is government that paid.
I'm not here to answer questions.
It is government that paid. You know vividly. You know.
Yeah, but I'm not here to answer questions.
I am putting it to you that it is government that paid.
Okay.
Why did government pay?
Why did government pay? Maybe Bakari Baji, the Honorable Minister for Youth and Sport, will have an answer to this question. Or do you have an answer to this question?
The question is, government do not want anything that will jeopardize their peace. Because they knew President Barrow was not in this country.
Okay.
He was communicated to via telephone.
Okay.
So he facilitated that immediately.
No, we are talking about the GFF, the Government Football Federation.
That is what I am putting you. I am saying this thing started not today. The GFF could have given government their responsibility since. Do you know that the Ministry of Youth and Sport released a presser to indicate that they did not know nothing about the 38 million that was paid? Do you know?
The ministry released.
The ministry released.
They don't know anything about the 38 million? When was that?
Go and check the archives. They are clear. I am putting it to you.
That the ministry released.
The ministry released distancing themselves from the 38 million.
But the thing, I think, is this is...
And that shows you another incompetency of Kaba.
Okay.
Kaba, I listened to Kaba immediately. No, I'm coming. I listened to Kaba immediately after the boys refused to train.
Okay.
The journalists were there. They asked him the questions. The NCC has an emergency meeting on that day at the stadium before they leave. And I can recall one of the journalists, Lamin Del Ferreira, was there, and other journalists who waited.
This medium was there. And
the medium was there.
We were alive when Kaba was speaking.
Very well. The archives are clear then. Then the archives are very clear. Now I am putting it to you. Kaba said he was thinking that since the boys talk about the diplomatic passport, they are not going to be interested in the money. This is what he said, and I quote.
He said,
when I listen to the version, you can get it.
I hope you are not trying to misquote Kaba here.
Yes.
Because Kaba,
bring what he said.
Yeah, no, Kaba talks about the issue of communication.
Yes.
The minister first said the captain of the team spoke to the president of the Republic of the Gambia.
Yes.
Tell him that this time around they don't want money, they want diplomatic passport.
From the president's pocket.
Yes.
Let that be clear. I listened to Omar Koyi. He said, you said you're not here to answer.
No, listen. No, I'm trying to clarify here.
Please clarify.
No, you listen here.
Yes.
I invited you here.
Yes.
Right? To convince those that are watching.
The people are already convinced. We just want to materialize.
No, but the primary stakeholders are not convinced.
The primary stakeholders are convinced, but they are caged into the constitution. That is what I said.
So what I'm saying is, I am not here taking the side of the federation.
Yes.
I am not here taking the side of your group that GFF must go, because I believe these people are not appointed. They've been elected.
Yes.
By the right people.
Yes.
They've been entrusted with the responsibility
yes.
to steer the affairs of our football.
Very well.
So I just want to clarify this for the sake of our viewers.
Yes.
Right? What Kaba said, he said there was a miscommunication.
Between who and who?
No, between what the captain told the president and how would they interpreted what the captain said.
That is not right. Kaba misled the public. Let me put it to you.
So Kaba misled the public.
I listened to Kaba and listen to Omar Koli, and these are the two that you should listen to make a judgment. What I am trying to put to you, but what Omar Koli is speaking, no, I am coming.
Omar said a different thing.
No, Omar said a different thing.
Okay.
Omar is there to represent the players.
Omar said from his pocket.
Yes, I am saying Omar is there to represent the players.
Now let's fast.
Yes, let's fast track. Omar is there. Omar as the team captain, whenever he's speaking on behalf.
Okay, you said Kaba misled.
The public,
and you think he is incompetent.
Yes.
That shows his incompetence.
Let me justify why I said that.
Okay.
I have to justify that.
Okay.
Kaba,
we don't have much.
Kaba went and spoke to Omar Koli.
Okay.
And took something.
From where? When did he speak to Omar Koli?
He spoke to Omar Koli. He said it. Kaba said he was there. Do you know even on that particular day, Kaba and Lamin Jazi were speaking to Omar Koli just to convince them to come and train? Or just to come and wave the boys?
But that is their responsibility.
I'm coming. Yes, I'm coming. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying. When Omar Koli spoke to the president, he told the president that when we qualify this time, we don't want you to dip into your pocket. We want you to give the national team players and diplomatic passport.
Yeah, that is what Umar said.
That is between Omar and the president.
Yeah, that is what Umar said.
Good, that was clear. You understand that point?
That is what Umar said.
Okay, that is what Omar Koli said.
Yes.
Now I am saying, when the boys were in Marrakesh, you know the minister was not in Marrakesh.
Just continue.
Yes, I am coming. When the boys were in Marrakesh, they could play our last game to qualify. The boys told Kaba that it is a risk for us to play. Kaba said, it is going to be difficult for CAF to cancel matches because all the logistics are in place. That is where the boys talk about the qualification bonus. Kaba agreed to pay the boys the qualification bonus. He did not inform the minister.
So you think Kaba did not inform the minister?
He did not. That is why the ministry, brought a press release and said they don't know nothing about it.
So that is interesting. So that is also another thing why you.
I can put it to you vividly that the ministry and the GFF are not in line.
Okay. So what do you think? What do you think should happen now?
What should happen is let the ministry intervene and dissolve them.
So what I think.
Exactly. I just want to clarify something here.
Okay.
We know that Kaba and Co are elected.
Yes.
But there were people that are elected and they were dissolved. It has happened in this country.
So you want the minister to dissolve?
We want the ministry and we want the government, even if they can intervene, to dissolve them. Let them dissolve them. So they are not competent to run our football.
So why not you are together for a purpose?
Yes.
Right? That is to see the back of the current leadership of the federation. You want them to resign.
Yes.
You have multiple.
Honorably. You want them honorably to resign.
Yes, and you also want to go out on the street.
Yes.
To show your disaffection or your dissatisfaction with regard to what is going on at the federation.
Absolutely.
Right? So don't you think it would have been wiser at your end you engage the key stakeholders who elected Kaba and the team to steer the affairs of our football?
We are, as I said, we know the GFF. We know they hunt people. Okay. We knew clearly we have the backing of the stakeholders. Okay. You have the backing undoubtedly. You understand?
But do stakeholders have the power in the constitution?
I am coming.
To impeach the current leadership?
To go for an extraordinary general meeting?
Yes, they have the power.
That.
No, but if the stakeholders...
They can go for that.
Yeah, they can
claim an extraordinary general meeting and said we are not comfortable with your leadership.
Yeah, the stakeholders can do that. So why don't you think it would be wiser you
cannot have all the stakeholders. You need to go bit by bit to get everybody on the table. What I said, so that is going to be difficult. What I said here is clear. Yeah. I said the GFF are people that are going to hunt people who are against them, and we all know how people are here. So others might not be disparate to travel. Okay. Me, whether they take me to Ivory Coast, Cameroon, or Bissau, I don't care. Because I knew when the right time comes for me to travel, I am going to travel, and possibly by then, the Gambia will be in the FIFA World Cup.
So do you think... Now let's just fast track.
Yes.
Do you think the majority of stakeholders are in support of your claim that the leadership at the federation should go?
As we speak,
yes.
Teams are suffering because they could not get their preparatory monies for far too long. That is one.
Do you think
number two,
stakeholders?
I'm coming. This team shows you. Yes, this team shows you they are not satisfied. If I give you the evidence, I have to give you evidence. I just don't want to come here and say stakeholders are not satisfied.
So the thing is,
if I said
the thing is,
Kaba is not paying the teams their preparatory money, you know that they are not satisfied.
Okay.
Number two, currently as we speak, the GFF for the past 3 games that they played, they are borrowing balls from teams. It's a clear manifestation. They don't even have proper balls that they are using in their league matches. A clear manifestation is against BST Galaxy. BST Galaxy, when they were playing at the goal project, they borrowed balls from them. I watched Real de Banjul. Currently, I watch them against Samga. They borrowed 2 balls from the Real de Banjul and borrowed a ball from Samga and played a game. A league match. They use select and those balls are all tattered. Well, so you think somebody without a ball will be...
The second vice president of the Gambia Football Federation, Ibu Faye, said the balls will be replaced because they have a timeline. So that's what, because we brought the problem to him. So Mr. Njai, maybe in Wolof, quickly you can tell us just maybe in 2 minutes, you can tell us why you think Lamin Kaba Bajo and then his executive at the Gambia Football Federation should leave that office.
Wow, jërëjëf maa ngi nuyu képp ki nga xam ne ñu ngi déglu Fatou Network. Waaw man nag li maa njëkk a waxagu mooy pour affaire yi pamit bi pour nit itam ñu xam ko because of gars yu bari si groupe bi ñu ngi complain because of duñ dee mën a understand English bi ba pare always text itam si English ak yooyu duñ dee mën a understand because of groupe bi fu mu nekk nii. dafa yaatu boo xam ne.
So what I want you to do now, but this is not about your group.
No, maa ngi ñëw no waxuma loolu.
Yeah, no, I just want you to, because we don't have to, we're running out of time.
Wow.
So you tell the public in Wolof why you think the GFF should leave the current leadership at the Gambia Football.
GFF lan moo tax pour ñu war a pour bàyyi mooy lan.
Okay.
Tey ñoom GFF bu fekkoon ne ñoom dañ muus enough ñoom waruñu woon a xaar sax this GFF must go bi sax pour mu am. Because ñoom Tom daf leen woon yoon bi.
Absolutely.
Tom daf leen woon yoon bi because tubaab du wax waaye am na action bu mu def rek GFF suñ gore woon dañoo bàyyi because yow soo joxee nit ki liggéey te yow liggéey boobu nga ko jox yow yaa ko jox ba pare yow yaa tax mu féel yow mu ko jox liggéey bi yow yaa tax mu féel kooku su demee ba féel ba xamal boppam ne féel na Gambien si mënatut a dellusiwaat moom mu resign yow mu jox kooku liggéey yow da nga war a bàyyi liggéey bi yow tamit nga resign. mais ñun dañ féel Gambien si soo lii mooy lan dañ war a am pour resign ñu seet keneen ki nga xam ne mun nañoo take over ñu yóbbu suñ football. bu ko defee 2 years yu des xaw ma 3 years yu des ñoom ñi nga xam ne mun nañoo def interim committee boo xam ne mun nañoo contrôle the rest of seen 2 years boobu noonu. bu ko defee ñu def open election bi nga xam ne Gambie doomu réew bi nga xam ne pare nañ pour yóbbu football yi Gambie kanam ñu yóbbu suñ football bi kanam because of lii dafa wane ne ñii dañ féel because ñoom seen boppa ñoom ñoo toog si télé bi Star TV ne ñoom projet suñ jëpp yëpp dafa féel dafa féel te ñoom ñoo ko waxee seen boppa because of du Banjul du Serekunda West du Serekunda East du Manjai du fen foo xam ne GFF fan lañ ñëw hand over caabi ne ñii ñoo ko liggéey pare nañ hand over nañ last year weeri ko dañ doon play maaji guddi lan moo tax bii passé mënuñoo play maaji guddi te ñoom ñu ne dañ jël xaalis dugal ko si light si pour ñu mun a pour léegi-léegi maaji guddi du am since bu ñu defee light yooyu ban maaj moomu sa play night league si Gambie bi fii amut soo kon lampa yooyu dañ nekk foofu pour néebal ndax lan lañ fa nekkee ndax pour combat lañ fa nekkee comme bëre yeeg yooyu noonu lañ ko defal loolu taxutoon pour ñu indi light yooyu pour football moo tax pour ñu indi light si fii dara baaxul boo demee Banjul fu mu nekk nii ma xamal la dangeen leer tey ML am na boys yu bari yoo xam ne suñ waree play Banjul dañ dee daw training pour buñ bokk si maa ji Banjul bi pour su ko defee ñu bañ a am injury because of paak bi baawut fii bi baawut because of yow nga jël kapet rek ñëw leel ko noonu fii bi dafa dangaa daanu sama gis player bu jël kapet sax lalaat ko taaliwaat ko pour mun a play loolu ban façon kapet moo nekk loolu yow imaginal jaara sooma ak yeneen kapet su fa nekk depuis kañ la woon ba léegi cee ñuñ kapet yooyu noonu yow nga ne 2 years sa kapet yi dara baaxut kon yow indiwu leen fii lu baax.
So that's also interesting. So let's talk about the issue of the protest. Yeah. What is the latest? I understand that you had a meeting with the office of the IGP. We want to know what is at hand as of now.
Well, I mean, as far as Gambians are concerned, we all know doing a rightful protest, you must pass through the office of the IGP to grant a permit.
Definitely.
This is a national call. We have sent our letter to the IGP for far too long. Okay. And yesterday, the executive were there to speak with the IGP. Today, as we speak, they are currently waiting for the outcome of the appeal. But as we sent, it might be negative.
It might be.
I am not saying it is. Negative. It might be. Yes. That is what I am sending to come. But then, as I speak. Anybody who is trying to make sure that this protest does not happen, posterity will judge you, because this is a national call. Okay. And one thing I want to make clear, Kaba and Co are now going to all medias. You know, this shows you this protest
they are going to all medias, but
is making impact. They will never come here because they have already tainted me. If they taint a media house, they don't go there. Okay. I can vividly tell you, Kaba and Co will not go to Star TV. They will not come to Fatu Network. because the latest video that Fatu shows, showed outside shows that maybe he thought the media house, but that is not the reason. Let them come and you ask them the right question, they respond. People have said,
I've been trying to have them. I will say this on air that I have called the general secretary several times to.
They will never come.
On the platform,
that shows you that.
But he never.
That shows you that they are hiding something.
Yeah.
They are only going to media houses that will give them questions on their case, and they look at what to answer, what not to answer. Yesterday we were at Kerfatu. Okay. Kerfatu is where the GFF does all their advertisements. Okay. Kerfatu could have said, okay, no, because I am working with the GFF, I cannot call these people. Hey, look, dialogue that can solve everything. Please say to the GFF, in as much as they are yet to go, let them answer to all the media houses and clear the doubts of the people. So, and one thing I want to say, clearly, people are going around and saying, these are few people that are not even stakeholders. Emel, I think let me tell you this. Yes, let's try to differentiate stakeholders. We have primary stakeholders and we have stakeholders. Yeah. In as much as government is spending money in football, this is GFF. You understand? Gambia Football Federation financial statement for the year ended 31st December 2022. You come, it says government support for national team. Who are the government? We are government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Who are the people? We are the people. So if somebody should sit at his convenient corner and said they are not stakeholders, they are a joke. Government is using taxpayers' money. The NCC currently was not GFF. It was GFF, National Sports Council, Ministry, and all sorts not. All the GFF officials who went were paid by government. Because the NCC is headed by the minister.
No, so I think we established we established that already.
Of course.
We have different types of stakeholders.
Thank you very much.
We have the primary stakeholders. These are the direct stakeholders, those that
elected
the current leadership of the federation. You have the secondary stakeholders, and then you also have the task.
We brought this because to show you that Kaba is incompetent. He sat. Badari Jame said, I'm coming. Yes, they said on their particular platform that they are not answerable to the Gambian people. That is what they said. And they said
they are not answerable.
They are not answerable to the Gambian people. They are only answerable to CAF and FIFA. They said it, and we heard it.
Maybe they said that because GFF is not a government institution or an organ of government.
Yes.
But they are answerable to.
But is GFF a private sector?
GFF, could it be considered a private sector?
It could never be a private sector. Let's leave it at that.
Okay, it could never be a private sector. But did someone say GFF is a private sector?
They said it clearly on air.
So the latest about the issue of the protest, it is yet to be concluded. Yes. But you are somehow pessimistic.
Yeah, we are very much optimistic and believe that the outcome from the police will be negative. Okay. But that doesn't mean the protest or the people within, the GFF MUST GO are going to hang up their boots.
So that is going to be my next question. Yes. I've seen a lot of T-shirts.
Yes.
Right? In the event this issue of protest turned out as how you're perceiving now, what are you going to do with the T-shirts?
I am putting it to you that these T-shirts have already terrified the GFF. And do you know that our appeal, our protest permit was counter-protest? Do you know?
No, I don't.
I am putting it to you that there is a particular group that said Kaba must stay that have also filed an appeal permit to the IGP. So that shows you
GFF must go. GFF must stay. Unfortunately, we don't have much time. I would have loved for us to at least spend 1 hour talking about this. But let's see what happens in the future. Probably we'll have you here one more time to talk about the issue.
Absolutely.
You have your reasons, and then probably. Maybe I'll have someone from the federation to come here and also respond.
We hope so. And we hope so. Please, if you are listening, grant ML somebody from the JF as you did on Star TV and other media. So we want them to come. I am doing this for ML. We want you to come. We are brothers. We don't hate Kaba. We don't hate Bakari, but we hate the system.
Yeah, but we unfortunately you can do this 1 minute and then we wrap up because
about this permit down. Yes.
Okay. Just 1 minute.
Waaw comme lu ma bëgg wax rek moy pour permit bi. Depuis démba ba tay ñu ngi dem but right now am na suñu gaay yo xamné ñu ngi won ci police bi pour affaire yi permit bi ni waye ki nga xamné moy Interpol police bi ku xeet fi ci Gambia bi fi so waxtana ak suñu gaay waye ba tay bëggu ñoo dafa melni dal dañ bëgga play delaying tactics pour lifin bi pour protest bi pour mu am waye ñun lu ñu leena waxal moy lan ñun doomi réew mi légui te tam doomi réew mi soo gisee lu la naxari nga bëgg koo njaxtu war ngaa mun a dem pour laaj leen te ñun jox nañ respect inspector general of police bi so ñu ngi appel ci moom ñun joguñ pour yaaxa joguñ pour def dara dañ jóg pour wane li nga xam ne suñ GFF ñu ngi koo doxal di passeree suñ xaalis understand nga si loo xam ne demul si anam boo xam ne si noonu lañ ko looloo taxoon pour stakeholders yooyu noonu teg leen fa. so loolu moo tax ñun tamit ñu bugg a ñaxtu pour wane na ñii seen liggéey doyut ñu te képp kuy Gambien ku fee eew xam nga ne GFF liggéey bu ñoo liggéey doyut Gambien si. so ñu ngay ñaan nag inspector general of police su fekkee mu ngee déglu ñu ngi ko ñaan ngir yàlla mu grantal ñu permit bii nii ndax ñun tam ñu mën a wane suñ bopp.
So interesting. So long as citizens you have the right to for a peaceful protest.
The right for assembly and the right for
but the office of the inspector general also has the responsibility to review whatever you are requesting.
Absolutely.
So let's hope it is going to be peaceful for you and then for the office of the inspector general of police. This is where we are going to draw the curtain. I have been the host Mohamed Lamin Drame and my guests are two gentlemen from the group Must Go. And there is another group which says must stay. Then let's see whether will go
Prosperity
or must stay.
Absolutely.